G'day everyone, Jaimunji here for Metal Roos, and we're here today with Chris from Serenity. How are you today, my friend?
Hey, the sun's shining here. It's 10 o'clock, around 10 o'clock in the morning in Germany. Pretty fine. Feel good. Feel ready for this week, and happy that I'm here with you.
Oh, it's good to hear the sun shining. I was over in Germany in early August, and it just seemed to want to rain the whole time I was there. So it's good to see the country does get some sunlight as well.
Yeah, it's we were lucky, let's say, this summer, and also it seems it will be a golden autumn. So
Ooh.
hope it will stay like that.
Yeah, nice and ready for the tour coming up. Are you guys excited to kind of get back out on the road with the new album, Nemesis A.D, coming up? Yeah, it's getting closer and closer. I believe it's 3rd of November the album's out now.
Yeah, and at your place here in Germany or in Europe, we will release it already on the 27th of October. So
Oh,
it's
lucky.
not lot not that much time left, yes, but we are ready. We have just recorded last week, so weekend before we recorded some new video material, which will come soon. So there will be new singles for you from the new album, and yeah. What I already said in our interviews is like we are super proud of this album. I think it's one of just maybe a few in the history of Serenity where me and George were sitting there afterwards and saying we wouldn't change anything. It's perfect. It's really we feel perfect with it, like it is, and yeah, we hope that this will come to you as well.
Well, I've had the chance to listen to the album, and when you said singles as well before, I thought, how hard is it to choose which ones you're going to release as singles on this album, do music videos for? Because every single track I listened to, I was like, oh, okay, this could be the next single. Oh no, this one's the next single. Oh, this one's the next single. How hard's that been? It must be. It's a good problem
Yeah.
to have, I guess.
Yes, it's a good problem, right? It's maybe the best problem you can have because we had already albums where it was clear, okay, these are the two songs we will release. So, but which one afterwards? Because we were not thinking, yeah, it was not that we don't like the songs, but we were kind of arguing a little bit with
Mm,
this song we could have changed something afterwards, but but now it's like that. But that's what I said. This time we feel just pretty fine with every single song, and of course, then you have it's hard to choose, but we hope we have chosen the right ones. So far, I think we did
yeah,
because Ritter und Teufel, of course, it was meant to be the first single. We knew it from as soon as the song was recorded. Let's say we knew, okay, that's it. That's the first one. That's the kick-ass one we need
yeah,
to for the start. And then, of course, after Roy Khan told us, yeah, he will join us for feature, we said, okay, if you have Roy Khan as a feature, you need to do
yeah,
a release with him too. Even though the song is great as well, so it's not like we had to do it because of him.
yeah.
It was just like, okay, sure, it's a great song, Fall of Man, let's do that. So yeah, stay excited for the next two chosen singles we have recorded already 2 videos for, and yeah, and then we can't wait to release the full album to you because to everyone, because yeah, um, I
It's
think you
special.
will like.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
very special.
special. And
Yes.
you've already brought it up, Roy Khan. How did the guest spot come together? Did he reach out to you, or did you guys reach out to
No,
him?
George is a let's say I think I just have to guess it because I just as I followed the story of Serenity, I know him now since 15 years, and
Mm,
yeah, I mean I learned a lot about him. So in my opinion, he's of course a big Camelot fan. He's a first time Camelot fan. So of course Tommy is great as well,
yeah,
but of course they were kind of Camelot followers when they've started Serenity. Also, the first pictures, when you see the first Serenity pictures, the dresses, everything looks exactly like Camelot, kind of. And of course, so it was an all time dream for him to have Roy Khan as the Camelot singer with him together on a record. And as we always try to have a cool feature on our album so far, in the past we used have it was we used to have a woman as a singer, as guest spots, but we changed a little bit. Not just that, we stepped away a little bit more from this super high symphonic just orchestra thing, more to straight to your face music. We also changed a little bit in the guest spots, and so we thought, hey, if he wants to do it, and if it's doable for us, if we can afford him to have him for us to our record, let's do it. And so he said yes, we said yes, and then it was sure that we had to do it.
And it's a fantastic song you put him on. In fact, the song's so good you put it on the album twice, because the album kind of closes with the orchestral version of Fall of Man as well. What led you to choosing that to kind of finish off the album?
Yeah, the fun fact about Fall of Man was that when we we had a new orchestration guy for this album. It's Daniel Mazza. Not that we didn't want to continue with Lucky. Of course, we wanted to do that. The only thing is that our Lukas Knöbel, who did it before the last all the records before, he's now doing music for besides other big cool bands. He's doing music for guys like Steven Spielberg and all those cinema guys. So it's not like he's just having the same amount of time like before. And he did one song, but he couldn't make the whole album. So we checked out someone new. And when Daniele sent to us his orchestrations for the songs, of course we had in mind maybe to do some bonus stuff with his orchestration versions. But when we've listened to Fall of Man, we felt like, funny, somehow the song could have turned out as a ballad. And then we said, okay, now we have it in two cool versions. We have it in a metal version, but we have this orchestration thing. So why not doing just George singing version as a ballad and as a bonus track as well, to show the strange maybe on the one side of this song, but on the other side also that fast and powerful songs can change immediately if you put out something else, and it still got the same value. It's not like, oh no, okay, it's an orchestration and orchestra version, and there's just George singing. It gives a complete other feeling of the song, but it's still the same. So this is really great. So we had to do that.
And I thought that was great as well. In fact, when I was listening to it for the first time, I didn't even realize it was Fall of Man until it got to the chorus. I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is a complete rework of the other song. So you've done it fantastic as well. Inspiration for the album as well. I was reading somewhere, now I don't want to butcher his name, so I'll let you say the name of the artist, but it was a 15th century German artist was a lot of the inspiration for this album, wasn't it?
Mr. Albrecht Dürer, that's why it's called Nemesis A.D, because it's not this after Christ thing. It's Albrecht Dürer because he was the first one inventing, let's say, a sign on a picture or signing something. He did this A.D. Letters on every picture. It's his trademark, let's say, and after him, the artists started to also sign their art paintings, and so we always try to catch interesting persons out of history like before. And Albrecht Dürer, he had already one song, one story in a former record of us, and then we're all the time thinking maybe it could be great to have him. I mean, of course, me as a German, he was born or living 40 kilometers away. I'm close to Nuremberg right now, living here in the south of Germany. And also, for George as a historical professor, he's just all the time into this theme, into these topics, and and he suggested Albrecht Dürer, and then we checked if it could be interesting, what could be interesting to write about. And as we just have seen all his amazing paintings and this copper work he did, this I don't know how to explain it exactly in English, but all these things he did, and his life the story of his life, it was pretty interesting and cool to get out strong names, strong titles, strong ideas for songs like Nemesis, of
Yeah.
course, like Babylon. In general, the four horsemen of the apocalypse, book, or this different paintings he did about this. It was amazing to write and create stories of these masterpieces he had created. And so was a fast decision, and we're happy that we've done it. And we're thankful also to our artwork designers Credo from Portugal, who did already other stuff for Memoria. Now they did the whole all the paintings, all the graphics also, and everything in Nemesis A.D. And they recreated all his art.
Yeah.
So in their style, and that's pretty cool.
No, it is cool. And speaking about writing it, do you have? I know it's kind of hard to pick, but do you have a favorite song off the album? One that you're kind of looking forward to playing live as well?
I think there, of course, we had a luck already to play one time Ritter, Tod und Teufel. This was is a great live song, and we know that it will kick asses when we play it, and we felt it already. But yeah, I mean, I just got a question on last weekend on an interview. What could be the song who summarize, or is the mid song of all elements of Nemesis A.D. And I think it could be End of Babylon, because it's cinematic. It's a bit of musical style, but it's also metal. There's a strong riffing guitars. It's straight. It has a cool tempo, cool headbang high moment. So this could be, let's say, so this song where all elements of Nemesis A.D. are able to find, and you get the best view of the whole album in one song, even if it's super hard, because we have peaks on every side, so it's never get boring to listen to. So but I would say End of Babylon.
And that's a great track as well. In fact, that was one. I had two that I couldn't decide which were my favorite: End of Babylon and Reflections of AD. To say that feels like an epic fantasy journey is a bit of an understatement. I've never listened to a song to have such magical highs that I could envision it just being the end soundtrack of an 80s fantasy film, if you will. It was power metal turned right up to 11.
Yes.
It just writing something like that as well, because it goes everywhere. Beautiful beginning, just epic highs. I can't wait for people to hear that one as well. It's
true. I mean, this is the only one. Of course, we would love to. We will. Let's see if we can play it live, because this opera is, of course, maybe one of the hardest songs we will ever have played on stage. Because of all those different elements, those different peaks, it's super fast. Maybe the fastest song we ever wrote, and at the same time, the most one of the most emotional ones. The slowest, and really I think the vocals won't be the problem. George and Marco, they will sing it, of course. It's easy for them, but let's see. But it's great. I mean, it's a tribute to, of course, to all those great opera style bands like Meatloaf, or also, of course, when you work with Sasha Pat, and if you have guys in the band who are big Avantasia fans, you can dedicate that also to them, of course. I mean, it's somehow we grew up with Meatloaf and all those tracks, and why not having your own track, which is not a copy paste thing, which is absolutely still in the Serenity universe. So you of course, everyone is telling Reflections AD, wow, it's a great song. It reminds me on Meatloaf, Avantasia, and such bands, and we say yes, of course it is. It's kind of, we got influenced by them for this song, but no one could say, you just copied them. No, it's definitely us.
Yes,
but how we would interpret an opera song, let's say.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. You mentioned Marco, like he could sing it as well. This is Marco's first album, I believe. as well. How'd you feel him?
Almost.
Yeah.
The last night he was already part of the songwriting team, because I think it was the time when George was starting with him to do also this Fallen Sanctuary project. So they had already ideas also they could put into the last night album. And as everyone knows, I'm not just anymore since years the just with Serenity, with the small other bands beyond the black, which is not playing that often, and just a few small shows somewhere. Not yeah, it's hard for me, and it's also hard for the band to be there every time. So we need, yeah, there was the need to find a solution for the future, that we could say, okay, there's a show, we play it, and not, Chris, can you play the show? And I have to see, and then maybe, and then, oh no, I can't, and then we need to find someone who is able to step in for me, so that we have one person all the time on stage playing guitars, able to sing as well, of course. And as George and Marco, they got in touch, and we know him since years from tours with Temperance and so on. And when he said yes, it means it's a match, a win-win for both sides. So that, and of course he's a creative songwriter as well. That helps us to get more material, more songs.
How'd you find it writing with him? How'd you feel writing with him for the new album?
Yeah. I mean, he, like I said, he was in the last night already a part. He's when he's meeting, of course, he's too far away from my place. But for George, it's perfect, because he was always writing music in the past with our former producer, who was living closer to him, because he needs someone. Hey, I have a melody in my ears. Can you just I don't know, play chords, or can you tell me, or let's write this together? And yeah, and as our two lives are super busy, it's not that easy to get in that we can sit all the time together. And I'm more, let's say, a standalone. I can also sing, so I can write my songs here, like I have them in mind. So I don't need someone. And George and Marco, they meet and they do their stuff. They write their ideas together. Then we collect everything here at my place. I try to bring it to one, let's say, music view, or one sound. Then we bring it to Sasha. He is checking, oh, let's maybe change this, let's change that, or I have an idea for that, the producing thing. Yeah, and that's it. So that's perfect. The workflow is pretty cool since the last night in this 4-person team, to be honest.
No, and that's awesome, man. And you got, like I said, you got to be so excited. It's out soon. Everyone's going to be able to listen to it soon. And you're going out on the road with Powerwolf to kind of get it out there to the people. Have you gone on to Powerwolf before as well? It's a kind of big deal.
In 2017 we've been the last time with them on tour. That time we have released Codex Atlanticus, I think. So we've been on tour with them and Battle Beast. I think that was the package.
Oh wow!
These days, yeah. So and now we have 4 shows with them, a festival. Then we'll head over to Japan for the first time, playing 3 shows there. Then it's the 70,000 Tons of Metal, and in February we will then do our own Nemesis A.D headline tour through Europe. And so let's hope everyone will get in touch with this album.
Well, have you ever thought, or has there ever been any discussion of trying to bring Serenity down to Australia?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm there in somehow. I one member of Serenity is then in November in Australia. Luckily, I can't wait for that, for this Lagerfest festival tour with Beyond the Black. Would love to come there with Serenity too. Of course, I mean, every stop in Australia is worth it. Doesn't matter with Beyond the Black or Serenity. Let's see. I mean, as you could see, after 20 years now, it's the first time finally that we can make it to Japan. So it took us a while to get us a little bit more far away from Europe. And so let's see. I hope the booking will get it somehow.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be seeing you guys at Lagerfest in Sydney. I've already got tickets to the show. Very excited for it. Is it your first time in Australia? You've been down here before?
Yes. Yeah, also in New Zealand. I've never been there. I will. That's why I already. I will fly a bit earlier to New Zealand and yeah, stay some days there. Then we have the first shows in New Zealand, and we head over to Australia. I think the last show will be in Melbourne. There, my wife, she did a school exchange
Oh,
when she was 15 to Australia to Melbourne. So she still had a friend there. So I hope that she will have time that days to drive with me a little bit, Grand Ocean Road and all that places. And then I will head back to New Zealand because it was an all-time dream to just take a SUV and just drive through New Zealand. So not that I want to stay also in Australia, but I had to decide this time. I just have 3 weeks, and so what shall I do? And now it's New Zealand because I have the feeling that we will head earlier to Australia again than to New Zealand. So,
and look, even though I'm from Sydney myself, and they're probably going to crucify me in the comments for this one, I would also pick driving through New Zealand. New Zealand is absolutely beautiful. It's why they shot Lord of the Rings there. There's a reason why Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand.
there is, and I have to be lucky. I'm on the wait list because on the day before the tour starting, there is the famous Hobbiton Beer Festival, and I just got my name already on the wait list. So please get me there because then I just be on Friday on the 10th of November. Meet me at Hobbiton. I will be there and enjoying some lager at the Red Dragon.
No, you're going to love it. I've actually had the opportunity to go there myself. You're going to be blown away. Hopefully you get there. Fingers crossed. I'll cross my fingers for you as well.
I will bother them every day. Please make it possible.
Hey, if you let them know you're coming all the way from Germany, I'm sure they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sure we can squeeze him in somehow."
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. I'm very much looking forward to the Serenity album. Really looking forward to Beyond the Black coming down as well. Cannot wait for that. I saw you guys at Vacuum, so it's going to be my second time this year. So very excited. But mate, do you have anything you want to say to the people out there before I let you go this morning?
Yeah. Hope you will enjoy Nemesis A.D. Hope you will enjoy it as much as we had fun writing it and creating this music for you. Yeah, if we can't make it to Australia that soon, come over to us. We will have. We are waiting and looking forward to every Australian fan in the crowd on our tour in February or whenever. Yeah, share our music. Of course, stay in touch, keep following our music, and we hope to see you soon somewhere on the road.
And I will leave the links down below, so there's no excuse. You click on that, you can go follow them, and you can pre-order the album as well. Chris, it's been a pleasure, mate. I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you on Lagerfest.
See you there.